guard passes by. See? Right as I'm leaving, security guard passes by. That's why I had the camera rolling, see? Because it's called intersecting. As I leave the property, a security guard passes right in front as I'm leaving. Sounds too far-fetched to be true, but it's demonic control. They have planning that is what you cannot understand can be done, but it is done, and the person who's being stalked knows it, but it half drives him crazy because he can't believe how it's possible, and certainly others can't believe that it could be done to him. But I'm making a record of this stalking in case anybody wants to use it for their stalking, because I've made headway against stalking by recording it and measuring it best I can, even though it's hard to prove, but at least there's a record of some logic of it. So yeah, the person who I got that movie from, the Reptoid movie from, she got a major Reptoid helicopter buzz, and so she was telling me that, yeah, it's like it really freaked me out because we really don't get helicopters over here that much, and we got a really, low flying, loud helicopter, and freaked her and her husband out. But I said, yeah, sorry about that. A lot of people who even watch my channel tell me that they get helicopter buzzed just for watching, let alone, participating in Reptoid busting. They love me, especially the LAPD. Yeah, so now and again, check back to see if you're still subscribed, because they're unsubscribing people all the time. So they're just probably taking people that they think maybe don't watch my channel too much. I mean, how much sense does it make? 75,000 subscribers, and like each movie, a good showing is like 1,200, and a lot of times it's like 500 or 600. Think about that, But so like even with a movie that's like going to be more popular, like this Reptoid movie, showing a real Reptoid, and what does it get? 2,000, 4,000 views. Does it make sense? 75,000 subscribers, does that make sense? I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. Unless all the people who subscribe never, like 99% of them never check back. Never see, my channel again, or interested in my channel again. Does that make sense? So how many people are really subscribed, or how many people are really viewing? They could be getting a much higher view count, but I don't know. I think it's small like that for whatever reason. Like maybe the whole thing is fake, and there's like only a few people. Like they'll choose a few people that they think aren't going to be a threat, but that are still interested. They'll allow them to see it, and then the rest is just fake numbers and fake people commenting. People they hire specific people to come in and pretend like they're watchers, and do this and do that, but it's all fake. Okay, so if I haven't already told you this, I don't think I have, the Earth, according to this angel, who, it was an angel, no question about it, and he told me that the Earth was made from a giant woman. So I said, oh, okay, so, but how does it go from the process of like a person, with a head and arms and legs and a torso and everything, to being a ball floating in space? And could not get an answer out of that. I don't think he knew. But, I mean, he evaded, he didn't even say, I don't know. It's like I told you, when I'm talking to these angels, it's like you can only get so much out of them. Because I think maybe they have certain things that they're not allowed to talk about. Like a lot of things they're not allowed to talk about. Because this whole situation has to, be what a situation where people don't believe in those miracles, if they can believe in the illusion of the world. Because as I told you in that one revelation, I found out that same angel told me that a long time ago, there's an illusion over the Earth as far as what we humans can see out into space. So what we think we're seeing out in space is not what's out there. And I said, well, how did that come about? He says, well, it was an agreement of some kind, like an agreement, and made with the demonic realm. You know, and I couldn't get any more details out of it than that. But it was some kind of agreement, and they agreed. And so, but we know that the moon is real because the moon is in the scripture. The scripture says, as long as the moon endures. So we know that the moon is real. And, you know, I'm not going to say that I know what's out there. But according to this angel also, call him Angel B, and he's a pretty bad dude. In his true form, he kind of took another form when he was talking with me. But in his true form, he's a giant, muscular man with long blonde hair and naked, apparently, with his thing hanging out. So yeah. And as I mentioned before, that the earth, according to this angel, Angel B, there were giants in the earth that became successively smaller and smaller and smaller and worse and worse and worse, like dumber and more morally bereft until at the current size that they are now. And so it's pretty interesting that if you think about, once you take that into account, that the earth was made from a person, it's kind of an interesting insight into what's happening now. This that matches actually the Zecharia Sitchin interpretation of the Sumerian tablets. But in any case, you know, and by the way, just so you understand, Zecharia Sitchin wrote the 12th Planet and all those books and everything. It turns out he is a blood drinker, reptilian shapeshifter, and or either that or he's in on the Illuminati. But according to Arizona Wilder, his job was to deceive. In case anybody missed that, if you're watching my channel, you know it. Because his books are pretty interesting, and I think that he interprets a lot of it accurately because you know, for credibility's sake. But could be that on key points he'll turn the truth to avoid, for instance, the mention of the reptilians. And according to this angel that told me that the earth was a person, it was a woman, but she's still alive, but she's dying. And then a new earth is going to be made. But that's really interesting because a lot of people have been saying, you know, Mother Earth, and, you know, calling the earth a her, and then the scripture even says, you know, the earth opened up her mouth and swallowed the flood that the dragon spewed out. So it rhymes with all of that. And oh yeah, I was going to mention that in the books by Zecharia Sitchin, he mentions one of the things predicting, like it's talking about the planets, and it's saying, yeah, this planet, you know, Jupiter, and it's talking about like a he, you know, like he's like he does this or that, and then, you know, he does this or that, and then there was Tiamat, which got destroyed, and but it was like in several places in those books, the 12 Planets series, and about the Anunnaki and everything like that. It says it refers to the legends about the planets are referring to them as persons, like Jupiter and Saturn and all that. Oh God, we got a filming crew coming up right here. Filming crew, filming a filming crew. Well, I'm not gonna let that stop me unless he pulls out a gun and tells me to put it away. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep shooting. But yeah, so I think that the knowledge that the Earth is a person, but was a person that was in human form, is rather interesting. And also Now, I found out that through what this angel said, he said that there was a big giant, a giant that was so huge, it was like the earth was like small compared to it. But she got really pissed at that guy because he did something wrong. I forget exactly what he did, or it never got explained to me. But Angel B told me that Angel A took and cut off this huge giant's hand, and this giant was called a builder, and that what was explained to me by him was that God had created these builder race, like a builder race, but they were, they're gigantic, they're like, I mean, and that's what really kind of blew me away. It's like, whoa, I mean, like I was trying to figure out how big it was, and what it looked like to me, like the earth was like maybe 1/40th of the height of this giant being, or maybe even a lot more. I don't know, but that's what this angel was explaining to me, and I realized that's all incomprehensible and unbelievable, and that's just coming from me, some guy you're seeing on YouTube here, but that's what he said, and you could tell by talking to this dude. He's these angels. One thing you get from these angels, I can tell you, is that everything is now they do have a sense of humor, and they laugh and stuff. No question about it. This angel really had a sense of humor, because one time, okay, so he was pretending to be somebody else, okay, and he had me fooled, and then finally I realized it wasn't who I thought it was, and I go, this isn't who I thought it was, and he just laughed his ass off, because these angels can take different forms, okay, and I know some people are going to say, that's a devil, you're being fooled by devils or demons or whatever. No, I assure you, this was an angel, and not a fallen angel either. I was told by somebody that I trust that this was a reliable, he was a good person. He's just a little bit rough around the edges, need to learn some lessons, but he took all of his angelic duties seriously. I mean, he wiped people's memories from finding out all this other stuff, and made sure that these things were done, and he set up all kinds of stuff, like even arranging for people to live in a certain place, and for money to be given to them, and or a job somehow it happens. They can arrange all this stuff, man. They can arrange wealth and this or that or the other, and really incredible stuff. At the same time, be kind of, I don't know, I'm gonna call him a dumbass, but like just like not refined, and because he was trying to hit on this angel that was that was a fallen angel, but it was this woman, and when Angel A was above the earth, these other angels from the underworld came up, and they were there was like this general, and there was a bunch of other ones that were warriors, and they were gonna fight her, but this one was a woman of these like fallen type angels that were in the underworld, but she was like a bird beast, okay, so like a bipedal bird beast, like to see the Egyptian paintings, except I don't know what it was like, but when Angel A gave this bird being a hug and like tried to accept her and tried to talk with her, she just for the moment that she touched her, she reverted back to her original form. And Angel B was telling me, oh my God, Richard, she was so beautiful, and he fell in love with her just right there on the spot, and he tried to get her as his girl, but he's going about it all wrong, he was like, you be my girl now, God damn it, or whatever he's saying, you be my girl now, and she's like, what? Who the hell are you? But she knew that he liked her, but he had no idea. So I tried to talk to him. I said, look, man, you gotta do is you gotta impress her. You know, you can't just, you know, demand that she's your girlfriend. You know, you have to go up to her and talk with her and stuff. And he was saying, well, this other general talking with her, and he says all this stuff I don't know about. I said, well, what you gotta do then, man, is you gotta educate yourself. So why don't you go to the library? Because I heard about, you know, out in the spirit realm, and I've heard it from other sources. There's the Great Library, okay? And it's where another character was there, Miss Oath, Master of Chambers. Yeah, okay. And I said, so does she look perfectly young and beautiful? He goes, no, she looks like an old lady. I go, really? But he goes, she's super strong. And this angel was super strong because he had a little argument with Mr. Satan. And I told him I wouldn't tell the details on it on video, so I won't. But he had a little altercation. Let's just say that this angel B came out on top by quite a bit. And I even saw Satan in a dream with apparently the injuries of that battle. But he had taken a different form and tried to fool me, and was coming at me as a girl, like thinking that maybe I would, you know, hit on her, him, it, whatever. It was really weird. But in any case, yeah, I mean, super weird stuff, guys. But if you were wondering why they call the earth a her, and she opened up her mouth and swallowed the flood and everything, well, apparently she was a human like us. I don't know how it goes from being, you know, a human like we are to being a giant ball floating in space with a bunch of other giant balls floating in space. But apparently that's something God did. He took a person and made a planet out of them, and then made his dwelling place to be on one of those planets.
You know, honestly, I've never believed that some reptilian race is running this show, because, like, that'd be freaking crazy.
In the police station, when he was being held down and the sergeant came over, he said the sergeant shapeshifted in front of him, turned into a reptile, and then came back to human, and then shapeshifted again and returned. So then when you talk to insiders, and when you look back at the texts that talk about the fact that this serpent race exists in planes unknown to man, just outside his frequency range, then there is a gathering mass of evidence that this is going on. And he went to the elevator. And as the elevator doors were closing, this guy, still at it, comes in the elevator, right in his face, get absolutely livid. And he said he shapeshifted in front of me.
And how tall are they when they shapeshift?
They're just about 7 feet tall. Some are a little shorter, or to a foot shorter. Some are a little bit taller than 7 feet.
So what would the Queen and Prince Charles look like in their reptilian form?
As to height?
As to general appearance?
Well, Charles resembles in both ways, in human form and in reptilian. He resembles Pindar. He's shorter, though, in reptilian form than Pindar. But the way that the reptilian, the nose shapes into the snout at that point, and the jaw becomes the underpart. It's very much like Pindar, and his mother doesn't look quite the same as he does.
If you're watching this, it's not too late. Say this prayer now. Father in heaven, please save my soul by the work of your Son Jesus on the cross, and show me your pure words in the authorized King James Bible.